In this video, we will try to come up with a relation between radians and degrees. But before we do that, I would like you to take 30 seconds to think about what a radian is. So take 30 seconds to try to define radian on your own, silently. Now turn to your shoulder partner and share your description of a radian. What is a radian and what did we say it equals to? Go ahead, take 30 seconds to discuss what a radian is. We said that a radian is a central angle where the angle sector, or the angle, the arc length, is equal to the radius. We also mentioned that a radian is equal to how many degrees? It's 50, almost 57 degrees. We also talked about a unit circle. So do you remember what a unit circle is? A unit circle is a circle that has a radius of 1. In this case, what is the circumference equal to? In this case, the circumference is 2 pi r, where r is 1. So 2 pi times 1 is 2 pi. We can think of 2 pi as being in radians. It's a unit of measure. So if I know that the whole circle is 360 degrees, and because it's a unit circle, the circumference is 2 pi, so I can make this conclusion and say that 360 degrees equals 2 pi radians. So that's going to be what will drive our proportion. So if you'd like to take out your summary page or your cheat sheet and take some notes on how to find or how to change from a radian into a degree and how to change from degrees to radians. So now, if I know that 360 is equal to 2 pi radians, then how much is 180 degrees? Isn't 180 half of 360? So what would be half of 2 pi? Half of 2 pi is pi. Because 2 and 2 cancel. So I can directly say then 180 is equal to pi. Again, this is what we're going to be showing in our proportion or equation because it is the simplified version of this. So now what would be my proportion? If I can say that in order to change from degree to radian, then I need to divide the degree by 180, and then I know that 180 is equal to pi radians. So remember, this means degrees, so it's the measurement in degrees, and this means radians, the measurement in radians. So for example, if I give you 40 degrees, let's say, how can I change that to radian? Or you know what, let me change 40 to something that you will see more often, which is 45, let's say. So how can I find 45 degrees in radians? So let me plug in whatever I have in my proportion. So instead of degree, I can put 45. I already know what the 180 is. Now I don't know what the radian is, so that's going to be my x. And I already know what pi is. Now to find x, I can simply cross multiply. So 180x is equal to 45 pi. To solve for x, I need to divide by 180. And then if you can simplify this on your calculator, so remember you can put 45 divided by 180, you will get a decimal, then you click on math, enter, enter, and then that will change it to a fraction. So 45 divided by 180 is 1 over 4. So instead of writing 1 over 4 pi, I can simply write pi over 4. So then 45 degrees is equal to pi over 4 radians. Now this is how you can change from degrees to radian using the proportion. But some of you like to write equations. So what would be a good equation for me to change from degrees to radians and radians to degrees? Using the proportion, I can think that degrees is equal to 180 times radian over pi. So let me write it down. If I want to find any angle in degrees, or I want to change from radians to degrees, I can say that it is equal to the radian times 180 over pi. That would be my equation to find any angle in degrees if it's given to me in radians. Now what about the radian? How can I find the radian? I can also use the proportion, and I can say that the radian, any angle that I want to find in radians, is equal to degrees times pi over 180. So you can either use the proportion or use those two equations to help you change between the two different forms. So now, after you write this on your cheat sheet, if you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause the video. And after you copy that, let's take a minute and think about this. Let's read instructions to be careful and follow the directions. So they want me to use the angle measures at the bottom of this page. Let me look at that. So apparently they gave me the angle measures in degrees and they gave me angle measures in radians. Now, so I can see that 90 is pi over 2. 270 doesn't look like it's pi over 4. What it would be pi over 4? If pi represents 180, what is 180 divided by 4? What would that be? 45 degrees. So then they did not give me the degree and the radian below it for all of them. Some of them they match, but some don't, because pi represents 180. 180 divided by 4 is not 270, so that does not correspond to that. So what I would like you to do now is, before I start putting all of those angle measures around the circle, pause the video and write the angle measure in degrees beneath all of those. So I'm going to start a couple for you, and I would like you to do the rest. So if pi represent 180, like we have mentioned earlier, okay, what is 180 divided by 2? That's a 90. So then the pi over 2 is 90 degrees. Pi is 180 degrees. What about pi over 4? Pi over 4 is whatever 180 divided by 4 is, which is 45 degrees. Now what about 3 pi over 2? That means I need to multiply 3 times 180 and divide it by 2. What would that give me? That is equal to 270 degrees. Okay? Now go ahead and finish this on your own. Find each one of those radians in degrees. Take a minute, do the work on your own. So 5 pi over 4 is 225, 7 pi over 4 is 315, 3 pi over 4 is 135, pi over 3 is 60, 2 pi over 3 is 120. Now let's go back to the instructions and see what is it that they want me to do with those angle measures. They want me to find the correct location for each measure on the circle. The degrees must go on the inside and the radians must go on the outside of the circle. So this is my circle. I need to figure out where each one of them will go. So if this is my 0, and if I do a full turn, then that will be a 360, which is 2 pi in radians. So they did the first one for me, and I will do a couple with you, then you will have to finish this on your own. So what I'm going to start by doing is to draw my x-axis and y-axis. So if I need to use a protractor, if I'm a little bit confused and I don't know where the angle should be, I can use a protractor for that. So I just drew my x-axis and y-axis. So if this is going to be my 0 and the x-axis and y-axis are perpendicular, then this is going to be my 90 degrees. And what is 90 degrees in radian? 90 degrees in radians is pi over 2. So I'm going to cross that out since I used both of them. Okay, I'm going to do another one with you. This looks like, if I use a protractor to measure it, so like right here, this looks like a 135 degrees. So I can use that angle. So 135, I'm going to put the degrees on the inside, and that's equal to 3 pi over 4, and that will go on the outside. So the idea is I'm using my protractor, and I'm seeing where each angle measure is going to be. So what do you think this is going to be? So remember, you're going from the 0, 90, then what do you think? 180, then what? Because you're adding 90 as you go. So go ahead, pause the video, take a minute, fill in all the degrees on the inside and the corresponding radians on the outside. Now check your answers and see if everything matches. Now what I would like you to do is to add 2 more angles because these are very important to know. The first one is going to be the 30 degrees, which is somewhere over here. And the 30 degrees is what in radian? So remember, how do I change from degree to radian? To find the radian, I multiply degree times pi over 180. Divide 30 by 180 on the calculator and change it to fraction. What would that be? 1/6. So it's going to be pi over 6. Now I was able to use all of them, except a couple that did not show on my circle. What are they? The 60 and the 120. So where do you think the 60 will be? It's going to be between the 45 and the 90. So if this is my 60 degrees, so the corresponding radian will be pi over 3. So add that. So I'm done with this. And the 120 will be somewhere between the 90 and the 135. So that will be my 120 degrees. And in radian, it would be 2 pi over 3. Now let's move on to the back of this worksheet. On the back of this worksheet, I will be doing example B as notes. I will do A and B. And then 2 and 3 will be your homework. If you have time, you can do this in class. Now let's go ahead and do example B together. Now the first part is they want me to convert from degrees to radians. So remember, what do I do to change from degrees to radians? I multiply the degree times pi over 180. The degree is 135 times pi over 180. Now, if you use the calculator and divide 135 by 180, you will get 0.75. Then you click on Math, enter, and then the fraction will be 3 over 4, so that the answer is going to be 3 over 4 pi, or 3 pi over 4. So 135 degrees is equal to 3 pi over 4 radians. That's how you change from degrees to radians. Now let's move on to part B. How can I convert from radians to degrees? Now you can choose to use the proportion, you can use the equation which tells you it's radians times 180 over pi, or simply you can replace pi by 180. Don't I know that pi is 180? So if I substitute 180 for pi, what will I get? I will get 180 over 9. Now let's divide that on the calculator. 180 divided by 9, what does that give you? 20 degrees. So then pi over 9 radians is equal to 20 degrees. So remember, you can use the proportion, you can use the equation, or simply plug in 180 for pi, and that will be your angle in degrees. Now that's how you change and convert from radians to degrees and degrees to radians. Now go ahead and do number 2 and 3 on your own. If you need to watch the video again, it will be posted on Google Classroom, and the key will be posted on Google Classroom as well.